Hello, we will be working on challenge 419 today, which is called cost analysis of Easter baskets. If you look at what the challenge for this week is, according to the challenge, we have a special Easter challenge and we want to express our thank you to this person for creating the challenge. In this challenge, we're going to have two tasks to complete. First task will be, we're going to build a table which will display the percentage increase of the cost for each basket over the past 3 years. And then the second thing we need to accomplish is we will use the percentage increase from 2022 to 23 as a reference point to estimate the amount of fundraising required in 2024 to cover the cost for all 100 baskets. If we go to the Alteryx designer for this challenge, and if we just run our start file to understand the data sets, I have one data set given, which is called basket contents. So we have 4 types of baskets given to us, basket A through basket D. And then we have these different years in 2021 through 2023. Basket contents stays the same. So for basket A, we have a chocolate egg as a treat, and we have a blue bunny as a stuffed animal here in 2021. Same content for 2022 and same content for 2023. The difference between basket A and basket B is instead of chocolate egg, basket B gets jelly beans and stuffed animal stays the same. And for basket C and D, blue bunny changes to pink bunny, and basket C has chocolate egg and basket D has the jelly beans. So this is first data set given to us. Second data set is we have the cost for each treat for different years. So chocolate egg costs $9.99 in 2021, but it increases to $10.99 in 2022. So we also have the jelly beans prices for different years. And final data set given to us is the price for blue bunny and pink bunny. So we're going to focus on the first test now. We will calculate a table. We will create a table, which is going to show us the percentage increase of the cost of each basket over these past 3 years. Now, in order to do this task, I want to just go ahead and use my select tool. So we're going to use the select tool from the first data set. I want to only calculate the price for each treat first. So from the basket list, I want to get the basket list, purchase year, treat, but I'm going to uncheck the stuffed animal. And then I am going to join this data set with the treat price list data set to calculate the price for each treat. So I'm getting everything from the left-hand side, but from the right-hand side, I do not need the treat name again. I do need the price, but I don't need to repeat the year. So when I'm joining this data set, I will make sure that years match. So purchase year and the year, they do match. Also, treat names, they have to match. So when I run this data set, right now, I know that in basket A, I have the price for chocolate egg, jelly beans, chocolate egg for different years. So we know the price for the treats in each basket in each year. Similarly, I'm going to use my select tool again. And from the basket contents, this time I have the basket list, purchase year, but stuffed animal selected. We're going to join this data set for this one. Again, years have to match. And stuffed animals have to match. And I don't need to repeat the stuffed animal name. I don't need to repeat the year again. I just need to find the price for each stuffed animal in each year. Now, when I look at this, I have the price for each stuffed animal. I am actually trying to calculate here the cost of each basket for each year. Now, I'm going to use my join tool one more time. From this join to this join, what we want to do is now, we want to make sure that years have to match, purchase year and purchase year. Basket list have to match. And I think that's all. Let's just, and again, we don't need to repeat the basket list. We don't need to purchase here. So we're trying to calculate the price per treat, and we're trying to calculate the price per stuffed animal in each basket. When I run this, and then I have now basket B, year is 2020. It has a jelly beans in it, which is $3.99. I have a blue bunny in it, it's $7.99. And I'm gonna just try to calculate the basket for the price for each basket. So when I put a jelly beans and blue bunny, what is the total price for this? So what I like to do is I'm gonna rename these to make it clear. So I'm gonna rename the first price as the treat price. And I'm going to rename this as stuffed animal price. And when I do that, now for each basket for each year, I have the price for the treats and I have the price for the stuffed animals. I didn't spell the animal correctly here, which is fine. We can quickly fix this. What I want to do is now I want to use my formula tool and I want to actually calculate the total cost per basket for that specific year. So I'm going to basically add the treat price and stuffed animal price. So we're going to call this as basket total price. Basket total price. I'm going to call this a fixed decimal. Precision will be 8. And I'm going to make the scale to be 2. And I want to add the treat price column with the stuffed animal price. Okay, it might be, we might have to look at the price is a double here and price is a double here. Let's see if it is going to add these two things for us. And it did. Okay, I have this is almost $4, this is almost $8, so the total is close to $12. So I do have the basket total price per each year. I do not need the individual prices for each item anymore, so I'm going to have to get rid of the unnecessary columns. I do need the basket list, purchase year. I don't need to know what kind of treat I have and its individual price. I don't need to know what stuffed animal I put in the basket and what is the total price for that stuffed animal. We're just going to need the total price for that basket. Okay. Since our first job is we're going to display the percentage increase of the cost of each basket over the 3 years, I am going to use my cross-tab tool. We're going to group the data by basket list. Column headers will be grabbed from the purchase year, and then values for each column will be basket total price. We just have to choose one kind of aggregation. So I'm going to go ahead and choose the sum. When I run this data, if you look at now, I do have the price for each basket in different years. So if you look at basket A, 2021, it costs $16 something. 2022, it went up to $18 something, almost $19. 2023, it cost me almost $24, basket A. So we're gonna create a table which shows the percentage increase of the cost of each basket over the 3 years. So we need the percent change formula for this. I'm going to go ahead and bring my formula tool, and then I'm going to add a column, and this column will be called percentage change from 2021 to 2022. And then this percentage change, I want to call this as, again, a double. Let's see if this works. So in order to calculate the percentage change, I need to subtract the price in 2022 from price in 2021. This is the change. Change over original. So this is how much it changed over these 2 years, divided by the original price, which was in 2021. And then last thing I have to do is change this to a percent by multiplying by 100. So I'm just going to put parentheses around it so I can multiply this by 100. So percent change is to be 15.16% from 2021 to 2022. So when we run this workflow, it shows me that this is the percentage change from 21 to 22. We're going to repeat this formula again. I'm going back here, and then I am going to change this to a, not the same column, but we're going to name it as percentage change from 2020 to 2023. It will be the same formula. So first, I need to subtract the price in 2023 from 2022. This is the change, and this change happened over the original price, which was in 2022. And then we're going to multiply this by 100 so we can calculate the percentage of change, and I will change the data type to a double. And then when I run this, I have the percentage change from 21, 22, and both years I have the percentage change. So the first task is completed. Build a table that displays the percentage increase of the cost of each basket over the past 3 years. So if you look at the output browse here, they just want to keep the first two columns, 15, 17, and 26, 34. 15, 17, and 24, 26, 34. Yeah, I can arrange these. I think it might be better if we change them to fixed decimal, and then if we just change this scale to 2, let's see if that makes the rounding we're looking for. Yeah, so I'm gonna do the same thing here for the second one. I'm gonna change this one from fixed double to fixed decimal, and then the scale will be 2, so that I can also just choose the columns I need. Yeah, we are going to need the basket list. We don't need the individual prices for each year. So we're going to just need the basket list. And we can also put sort to put them in a nice order from A to D. So we're just going to bring a sort, and we want to just sort them by the basket list ascending. So for each basket, we have the percent change from these 2 different years. So this one is the first problem. I'm going to just add a browse here. So that we can have the first question answered. Now, for the second question for this challenge, they want to estimate the total fundraising required in 2021, 2024 to cover the cost of all 100 baskets. But we're going to use the percentage increase from 2022 to 2023 as a reference point. So if you look at here, at the very last step, this is how much each basket cost changed from last year to this year. So we want to just calculate the average percent change. So I'm going to bring a summarize tool here. And then I want to just group this by basket list, and I need just a percent of change from 2022 to 2023, and I want to just take the average percent of change for these 4 different baskets to make them the same average change. So we can do this. This will be a better estimation. But if you look at the output here, in order to match your output with this, what we're going to do is we're not going to group by the basket list. We're just going to go ahead and calculate this is the average percentage change from 22 to 2023 for all baskets. And then this is the basket total price. What we can do is here also, we can just calculate the average basket price in 2023. So I'm going to bring a summarize tool here, and then I'm just going to calculate the average basket price in 2023. So this is the average basket price in 2023. And then this is the percentage change from 22 to 2023 average. So we want to calculate what will be the approximate cost per basket in 2024 if it again increases almost like this. So this one is average price in 2023 per basket, and this is the average percent of change in these two. These two I cannot really use join tool together. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to have to make their columns match if it is possible, or I need to put these two data sets together, not with union, but I want to put them. So let's do this. I'm going to go ahead and create a new column here so that I can join them using this common name. And then I'm going to just call it as baskets. And then I'm going to just give them a numeric name. And we're going to see this average baskets, or just, we can just call it basket. I'm going to do the same thing here. I'm going to create a new column called basket. And I'm going to assign the same value so these two can match. And then I can use the join tool to these match with each other. They're going to match with basket and basket. And I don't need the baskets word anymore. And now I have the average percentage change from 2022 to 2023 and average basket price in 2023. So if we now calculate the new cost using our formula tool, and then I'm going to call this as a new column, and I'm going to call this as estimated basket price in 2024. We're going to multiply this by the average price, and then 1 plus average percent change. And It doesn't work like this. Average price. So let's do this. First of all, how much is it going to change? This is the average price in 2023. We want to multiply this by the average percent change from last year to this year. The problem with this is this percent change has to be divided by 100. So we're going to do 1 plus divided by 100. And we're going to change this to a parentheses. This will be a bracket here. To calculate the cost for the basket. Okay. Right. Average basket price is $19.48 in 2023, but we're expecting a 26% change, almost 27% change. If we make this increase on the original cost, this will be the new basket price in 2024. And we do have 100 of these, so I don't need another formula tool. I can just put it here. So we're going to call this as, because if you go back to challenge, we needed to estimate the fundraising required in 2024. So I'm going to call this column as estimated fundraising. In 2024 will be estimated basket price in 2024 times 100, because we have 100 of those baskets. And if you look at this, we're getting an error. Okay, it's because this estimated basket price has to be expressed as a fixed decimal, and then estimated fundraising price will be also fixed decimal with a scale of 2. And then when we run this again, we will see that we need to collect $2,471. If you look at the given answer to see if our answer is matching, they do also have 2,470.98. We have a small difference due to rounding, so we're going to add browse to this, which will conclude our challenge of this week. And here, to make it clean, we can just use our select tool. And then I do not need all of these extra columns, which help me to calculate the final answer. My estimated fundraising needs to be 2,471, and these are the percent changes from each year. Thank you.